Opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Chicago Bears. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go from Soldier Field. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run again with Hunt, and he stopped immediately there. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. The Bears at 13-3 now on the year. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. Haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He finds his man, Sky Moore. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
On play action, Fields. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. A 1st carry now for Nick Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, it's Watson. Drops it off for Chubb. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers working.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off, and the Bears force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. That pick is 9th on the season.
Remember we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball, and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out
exactly.
There. But the 9 picks,
you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the 1st quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
Here's Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off play action, Fields. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Here's Fields. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Fields under pressure. They got him again. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protect.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Myles Garrett, that's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Slot man moves right. On 1st and 10, Watson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now Watson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. York able to send this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Fields on first down. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Browns will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. On first down, Watson. Buying time to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Fields. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Fields out route here, going to Hunt. He's got it. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. 3rd and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Fernandez. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Santos' kick is up and through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything. And the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
And some room to work. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Browns drive about to get started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33. Watson. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's at the 50. 30. 10. 5. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
And that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Watson. He's going deep for Brown. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, it's Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
The They'll send the tight end in motion left. On 2nd and 10, Fields. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jadeveon Clowney picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Third and long. It's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. .31 yards on the punt there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you having your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Get that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Moore, the man in motion. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. Got his man complete, Moore. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
To throw is Fields. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. This to make it a 3-score game late. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Browns drive about to get started. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Third and long. It's Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bears are going to take possession of the football. But just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's a handoff to Hunt running left. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
This is caught. Touchdown Bears! Darnell Mooney, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Amari Cooper with career touchdown number 60. And the Browns are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Fields on 1st down. And that is incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And they'll send the tight end in motion. And here we go on 4th down. Fields. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down. Here's Fields. And he's going to be be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. To try again after the sack. Fields. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. The slot man in motion right. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. Touchdown! 23 yards for the touchdown. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Santos with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 61 yards rushing for him now to this point. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll send Brown in motion right. 3rd and 2, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw, as this play will stand as is. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
This will be fielded at the 17. Watson off play action. Steps away toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Now a first down throw. Watson. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. One last throw here for Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the Bears come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, this was a very close ball.